Are you watching Current Issues? My name is Vineet Malhotra. Can Arvind Kejriwal get his house in order? Aam Aadmi Party runs into controversy almost every day. His ministers have made the headlines for all the wrong reasons lately. It was only a day before when Delhi's cabinet minister embarrassed the party. Arvind Kejriwal, who sacked his third minister for a sex tape, is now caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. While the authenticity of the CD is being questioned, what is it in the CD that is objectionable? Everybody is asking. This is a question that many liberals have raised. Should consensual sex between two adults of opposite sex make headlines? AAP leader Ashutosh can stand up for the rights of privacy, but has he pushed the limits while making a mudslinging comparison with two former Indian prime ministers? There are questions, of course, on the morality and the responsibility of the public figures. And Ashutosh's stand in favor of the alleged minister is his personal opinion, or the party, in fact, wants to fascinate the Dalit vote bank in the Punjab elections. The right to privacy versus the ethics of public life is what we are going to explore with our guest today. And let me start by welcoming our guest at this point. Mr. Vinod Sharma, senior journalist, is with us in the studio. Sir, thank you so much for talking to us. Shehzad Poonawala, Congress ideologue, is also with us in the studio. Shehzad, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks. RP Singh, spokesperson for the BJP, is also joining us. Sir, thank you so much for taking out the time. And Sanjeev Jha, spokesperson for the Aam Aadmi Party, is with us. Okay, Sanjeev, let us begin with you. Now, Ashutosh wrote an open letter in which he claims that the party is deeply embarrassed by the behavior of Sandeep Kumar. And he also raised the question that an ordinary citizen probably can get away by the things that Sandeep Kumar could not. What is your stance on what Ashutosh has said? Do you concur? Do you endorse what Ashutosh has said? Or is he, differing from your party lines?
नहीं, देखिए, दो बातें हैं। पार्टी क्या सोचती है, वो पार्टी ने पीएससी की मीटिंग में बैठक होने के बाद जो डिसीजन लिया वो सामने, आपके सामने, जनता के सामने रखा गया। मेरा ये कहना है कि हम सब लोग आंदोलन से आए हुए लोग हैं और हम लोगों की बड़ी सारी एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं। तो जब हम पब्लिक लाइफ में आते हैं तो हमारी कई सारी, जो आपने कहा, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज हमारी है। तो जो कुछ भी हुआ वो हाई मॉरल ग्राउंड पे वो ठीक नहीं उतरता था, इसीलिए पीएससी की बैठक करके उनको मिनिस्टर से सैक किया
संजीव झा जी, माफी चाहूंगा आपको रोकने के लिए। झा साहब, माफी चाहूंगा आपको रोकने के लिए। आशुतोष का कहने का तात्पर्य ये था कि वो जो अपनी निजी जिंदगी में कर रहे हैं वो उनकी प्रोफेशनल लाइफ पर कैसे असर डाल सकता है? क्या उन्होंने अपने काम में कोई कमी दिखाई जिसकी वजह से आम आदमी पार्टी ने उन्हें निकाला?
नहीं, देखिए, मैं वही कह रहा था, मैं उसी पॉइंट पे आ रहा था कि आशुतोष जी 30 साल से जर्नलिज्म में रहे हैं, जर्नलिस्ट रहे हैं, और उनकी अपनी कोई एक निजी विचार हो सकता है, या कहीं ब्लॉग लिखा, किसी के लिए ब्लॉग लिखा, तो वो अपनी बातें वो रख सकते हैं। लेकिन जैसा मैंने पहले कहा कि हम लोगों से जनता की बड़ी एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं, बड़ी उम्मीदें हैं, तो हाई मॉरल ग्राउंड पे ये सारी चीज़ें टिकती नहीं हैं कहीं। तो इसीलिए पार्टी की पीएससी की बैठक हुई, पीएससी की बैठक में डिसीजन लिया गया और उनको निकाला गया, क्योंकि हम इन तमाम चीजों से इत्तेफाक।
चलिए झा साहब, आपके पास हम वापस लौटते हैं, पर लेट मी आल्सो गेट a first up opinion from Mr. Vinod Sharma. Sir, Ashutosh has gone on to say that what this man did, what it was his private business, he should not be prosecuted for it. Your take, sir?
Well, I think what he has written has two aspects to it. That he's accepted the fact that if you are in public life, then you have to hold certain standards of morality in public life, and that you have to be in consonance with the ethos of the society. We are not a promiscuous society yet. We are a very conservative society. And if Mr. N.D. Tiwari had to quit his governorship, if Jagjeevan Ram's son, his career was destroyed because certain photographs were published, this was somewhere around the 70s, 80s. We have n number of cases. The latest case of a Congress spokesperson being removed as Congress spokesperson, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, and then later restored. While I quite agree that every individual has a right to privacy, and I quite agree that two adults can have a sexual relationship that is consensual, but at the same time, the Aam Aadmi Party has entered this world, big bad world of politics, declaring that it was wearing a chastity belt.
Right.
So if it is wearing a chastity belt, and if the chastity is found violated, it will have to act in order to be up to popular expectations. So I think that it was expedient on the part of the Aam Aadmi Party to junk this man as a minister, and at the same time it was the prerogative of the chief minister not to have him in his council of ministers. So frankly, on both counts, I agree with Ashutosh. But where I don't agree with him is the parallel he has drawn between this gentleman and Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Nehru.
Right.
I think that
And George
it is a great flight of imagination which hasn't gone down well, at least with me. And I'm sure many people within the AAP, you may ask the AAP representative, he's here, whether he's happy with this comparison. Because these are two iconic figures of our freedom struggle.
Right.
Yes, they were human beings.
So it is a false equivalence.
It is a disproportionate parallel which has been drawn, and it is, I think, outlandish. For him to have written that.
Okay, Shahzad Poonawala, do you think Sandeep Kumar is on the line of fire, especially because he was in charge of the women welfare department?
See, first of
Do you
all,
think that has probably made his troubles even severe?
before I come to that, Vinod Sharma ji, being a good journalist that he is, he's actually stolen the words that I wanted to say. I think the comparison that Ashutosh has drawn.
Great minds do think alike.
I agree with him. So Ashutosh has actually made a comparison that that most people would not agree with. I think most people in his party won't agree with. But being somebody who follows the Gandhian and Nehruvian way of life, I don't think that some channels I saw they are calling for Ashutosh's resignation and being very hyper about it. I think that none of those things are required. Now, as far as Ashutosh's entire article is concerned, it's a little contradictory. If what Ashutosh is saying actually does hold true as a matter of thinking, then why has Mr. Kejriwal sacked him? Either Mr. Kejriwal should agree with Ashutosh's argument and not have sacked Mr. Sandeep Kumar, or Ashutosh's argument does not hold true, and therefore therefore Aam Aadmi Party has actually gone ahead and sacked Sandeep Kumar, and I think it's actually better step than BJP, which retained even a minister who had a rape charge against him, and they showed no such standards of morality at all. So that is one aspect of it. Secondly, I think that as I don't want to justify, getting into the nitty-gritties of this entire affair, but one of the quotes that I have read from Pamela Mountbatten, who was a daughter of Lady Mountbatten, about the relationship between Nehru and Mountbatten, was that it was a purely platonic relationship. I didn't want to go into this detail. So I don't think Ashutosh was entirely right, even on the historical part of the debate about it.
Citing this example was not fair on his part.
It was not fair on his part. Yet I am not going to be a lynch mob and say that how can he say this. I think that every leader in our country, including Mr. Gandhi and Nehru, were open to scrutiny. Had Ashutosh written this article 10 months before this thing, there would have not been a political angle to it, and he would have been more open and more objective in his analysis. I think he's written it out of a political perspective, which he's entitled to do so even now. But my final point on this would be that if Mr. Kejriwal does believe that he wants to hold his ministers up to a higher moral standard, that is for him.
Okay.
And I think Ashutosh should also believe in what Mr. Kejriwal has done.
Let me also get a word in from Mr. RP Singh. Mr. RP Singh, Ashutosh in his open letter has elucidated his vivid imagination and brought in big names. He's given comparisons with Mahatma Gandhi and former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. What do you make of this comparison? Because clearly, there seems to be a case of false equivalence. He's probably trying to compare chalk and cheese.
What I could understand with Ashutosh's letter is that he is trying to defend Sandeep Kumar. And to defend Sandeep Kumar, he has used big names. That's what I could make out of it. But they need to be clear. What's the line of Aam Aadmi Party today? Are they defending Sandeep Kumar, or are they saying that we have thrown him out? I think it's a part of strategy. It's part of strategy of Kejriwal. The way that complete thing has happened, the CD was lying with them for 15 days. They didn't react to it till the time it was known that media house will leak it now, or it will be open in the media house. Then he said, I have sacked him. Half an hour it came back, it came to me, I sacked him. Then Sandeep Kumar comes and says, I'm a poor Dalit, I've come from a poor background, so I'm being victimized. Then Ashutosh goes and defends him. Now I have a letter of Mr. Sandeep Kumar which he has sent as resignation. And this letter doesn't say anything about sacking. He says, मैं स्वेच्छा से अपना त्याग पत्र दे रहा हूँ. I don't know what is true, what the sacking was true, or his resignation letter which he said, I'm resigning out of my will, is true. But it is all planned. I mean, and as Aam Aadmi Party is, they strategize things, they think about it, they get into problems and they strategize.
Mr. RP Singh, Mr. RP Singh,
start taking names. I mean,
just out of
Nehru or
curiosity,
Modi.
Mr. RP Singh, sorry
allow me
to
complete,
interject.
sir.
Just
Give me
out of
the second.
curiosity, sir, can you tell me where did you obtain this letter from?
One of the media houses like you. It was there in the media, one of the channels, and I requested him to, can I get a copy? I got a copy. You can see on the, it's been done on various media houses now. So issue is, let's come back to the issue. Issue is not that. Issue is that, I mean, you say I've sacked him, he says, no, I have resigned, and I'm resigning out of my will. See, the bigger issue is what is happening. This party was brought into power, they came into power with a big halo, and on the shoulders of Anna Hazare.
Right.
Today, what do Anna Hazare has to say about them? Please go through that. Anna Hazare says that they will go to their funeral on their chairs. Probably they won't get 4 people also to take them to the funeral. That's what Anna Hazare, it's not my quote, but Anna Hazare say. But has Mr. Kejriwal ever sacked a person from the party or from the MLA-ship? He calls the assembly session for small things, but he should call assembly session for this, that yes, I want to ensure that this MLA is being sacked from the assembly. Why doesn't he do this now? He called assembly session for Om Prakash Sharma. Why doesn't he call assembly session for this guy? Why did he call assembly session for Somnath Bharti, who unleashed a dog on his pregnant wife? Why not on Manoj Kumar, who was a land grabber and was caught on a domestic violence case? Why not on Tomar,
Sure, you can.
who was caught on
Okay,
give me
Mr.
a minute,
RP Singh,
on a fake
Mr. RP
thing.
Singh, okay.
Why not on Asim Khan?
Shehzad,
The big
I will
playlist.
let you ask a question to Mr. RP Singh, but right now we have a caller. Chandra Prakash is giving us a call from Kurukshetra, and he has a question for Mr. Sanjeev Jha of the Aam Aadmi Party. Chandra Prakash, go ahead.
मल्होत्रा जी ने 2 लाइन में क्या व्यंग लिखा है, मैंने वो जरूर बोलूंगा। केजरीवाल ने मोदी माइसिन टैबलेट लेने के बाद संजय सिंह से कहा कि छोटेपुर से गुप्त मंत्रणा कराओ, क्योंकि इस बंदे की उपस्थिति सरदारों में असरदार है। नवजोत कहाँ से लाऊं, क्योंकि मैंने तो 40 दिन जोत जलाई, एक नवजोत तो क्या दूसरी नवजोत भी नहीं आई। यार आंसू रोश, तू आज के स्टूडियो में एक बार फिर से आंसुओं की झड़ी लगा दे और फूट फूट कर रोई हो। संदीप कुमार का बचाव करते हुए सारा भांडा नरेंद्र मोदी या शीला के नाम पर फोड़ने की कोशिश करी हो। तुम्हें इसमें महारत है। कुरान का फार्मूला फेल हुआ, बर्तनों की धुलाई भी काम नहीं आई, क्योंकि सुच्चा बर्तन था, काम भी नहीं आया। मान तो खुराक ना मिलने के कारण आजकल शांत रहता है। सोचो, तब तक मैं ब्रेक लेता हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद चंद्र प्रकाश जी। संजीव झा, ये सवाल आपके लिए था। मुझे उम्मीद है आपको सवाल और इसमें जो कटाक्ष था वो दोनों समझ आ गए होंगे।
नहीं, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल दोनों बातें मैंने सुना और दोनों बातें समझा। देखिए, सबसे पहली बात कि अब हमारे साथ कोई भी गलत आदमी कोई गलत करता है तो उसको बर्दाश्त नहीं किया जाएगा, और इसीलिए जो लोग जिस तरह कार्रवाई जो गलत काम के उस पर कार्रवाई की गई। लेकिन मैं अभी आरपी सिंह जी को सुन रहा था तो मेरा देखो इसमें 2 बातें हैं। पहली बात कि जैसा मैंने पहले कहा कि हाई मोरल ग्राउंड पे हमने इसको शैक किया और ये डिसीजन पीएससी का था। दूसरी बात कि एक शायद डिबेट हो सकता है कि प्राइवेट लाइफ क्या है और पब्लिक लाइफ क्या है, शायद एक डिबेट का विषय हो, शायद सोसाइटी ये सोचे। लेकिन साथ साथ अभी जो तमाम बातें आरपी सिंह जी कह रहे थे कि अगर ओम प्रकाश शर्मा पे हाउस बुलाया सकता तो इस पर क्यों नहीं बुलाया जा सकता है। देखिए, 2 बातें हैं। एक पार्लियामेंट्री प्रोसेस होता है, अगर हमारे पास कोई आरोप आया है, हमने पार्टी में अपनी डिसिप्लिनरी कमेटी को भेजा है और डिसिप्लिनरी कमेटी के रिपोर्ट आने के बाद उसमें जो भी उचित कार्रवाई होती है कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
ओके, ठीक है झा साहब, एक कॉलर लेते हैं। अजय शर्मा इज गिविंग अस अ कॉल फ्रॉम न्यू दिल्ली। अजय, गो अहेड।
हेलो
अजय, गो अहेड, वी कैन हियर यू।
संजीव जी,
बोलिए, सुन पा रहे हैं आपको।
संजीव जी, मेरा आपसे एक सवाल है कि कल परसों संदीप, हेलो
अजय आप बोलते रहिए, आपको सुन पा रहे हैं हम।
संजीव जी, मेरा आपसे
सुन
एक
रहा हूं, मैं सुन
सवाल
रहा हूं,
है कि
बताएं।
आपके एक मंत्री की सीडी दिल्ली में आती है, आपके चीफ मिनिस्टर 30 मिनट्स के अंदर उनको सस्पेंड करते हैं, एक दिन बाद उनका वीडियो आता है, बहुत अच्छा वीडियो है, मैं उसकी तारीफ करता हूं, और उसके एक दिन बाद आपके प्रवक्ता आशुतोष जी उल्टा गांधी जी को, नेहरू जी को, लोहिया जी को और बहुत सारे क्रांतिकारियों को कटघरे में खड़ा करके अपने एक दागी मंत्री का फेवर करते हैं। पंजाब में आके आपके कन्वीनियर पैसे लेते पकड़े जाते हैं। ये सब क्या है? आप में कम्युनिकेशन नहीं है, आपके चीफ मिनिस्टर उस मंत्री को बर्खास्त कर रहे हैं और आपके प्रवक्ता उनका साथ दे रहे हैं।
अच्छा, झा साहब के पास हम आएंगे। लेट मी ऑल्सो रोपन मिस्टर विनोद शर्मा इनटू दिस पर्टिकुलर contradiction that this scholar has cited. Mr. Sharma, he's clearly pointing out the contradiction in what Ashutosh is saying and how the Arvind Kejriwal government has reacted. Does this also connotate, some sort of a rift that exists between these two stalwarts?
No, I think it's they are perhaps I wouldn't call it a rift, but surely the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. Once a position has been taken, once the chief minister has come on a video, he's put his statement on the YouTube, I think that should have been the end of the matter.
Right.
There was no need for for the Aam Aadmi Party to continue this narrative, because it is an embarrassing narrative. Now, what effectively Ashutosh has done is to create another round of debate which may not last very soon, because he has not merely talked about Pandit Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi, he's talked about Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he's talked about George Fernandez, he's brought in Sarla Chaudhary, the niece of Rabindranath Tagore, he's brought in Lady Mountbatten,
George Fernandez
and Jaya Jetli. Now, I think that, ये हिंदी में कहावत है ना, रायता फैला देना, ये रायता फैला दिया भाई इन्होंने, and I think that he should immediately withdraw this blog or a letter that he has written, because this is not in consonance with what the Chief Minister of Delhi has said. This is not in consonance with what his leader has said.
Right.
And it is not going to serve the Aam Aadmi Party's purpose any one bit. If they continue this narrative, they should try and seek an early closure to it, and the closure came with the dropping of the minister.
Right.
That was the closure.
That should have been
and
the end of it.
Insofar as his private life is concerned, may I tell you one thing? Atal Bihari Vajpayee perhaps did not marry the woman he loved, but he had the grace to take her to the Prime Minister's office, Prime Minister's house, and keep her there as his partner. We must respect these people. We really don't know what are the circumstances in their personal life. We really don't know. We don't know. But so long as they are willing to accept a companionship without using words, but demonstrating them by their actions, I think it's fair.
Absolutely.
They have a right to life, they have a right to love, they have a right to romance. Why not? I mean, what is it? What's a life without romance?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to make a couple of points. First of all, like Vinod Sharma ji is saying, I think Ashutosh's article was avoidable because it undermines his own chief minister's position. So either you take the high moral ground, whether it's right or wrong is another debate. You've taken that high moral ground and then you don't justify what has happened, or else you justify and then you don't sack the minister. The other question is criminality versus morality. Now, on a moral ground, you have taken this decision. I want to ask BJP, which has been saying this, which has been screaming from the rooftops about morality. There are two questions that come to my mind. Nihal Chand had a rape charge against him. He was in the cabinet of Mr. Modi. Forget morality, out of legality, he should have been sacked. Mr. Modi did not sack him even out of ethical considerations. And secondly, purely on the same moral yardstick, Prime Minister Modi continues to keep his wife in desertion. he deserted his wife and he does not continue to accept her, does not keep her in his residence. Out of the same moral yardstick that RP Singh is applying to Aam Aadmi Party,
Okay.
would he apply it to the Prime
Right.
Minister?
I will let
That's a
Mr.
question that I
will let
Indian,
Mr.
not as
RP
a
Singh
party
respond to
person.
that. I will let Mr. RP Singh respond to that. But first up, let's take a caller. We have Rajesh Chopra who's giving us a call from Gurgaon. Rajesh, go ahead. Rajesh. Okay, we've lost connection with Rajesh. Mr. RP Singh, I'm coming back to you. Shehzad has pointed out some facts about the BJP government and how Mr. Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has failed or probably not done anything about a criminal element in his party. Sir, how do you respond to that?
Let me tell this first, I mean, to Mr. Vinod Sharma and to Shehzad both. I mean, I don't know, I never expected Vinod Sharma to get into this because I thought if he raised a issue about one Prime Minister, he should raise the issue about other Prime Minister also. The relation with Jawaharlal Nehru, relationship with Aduna and all, there are issues
Mr.
there.
RP Singh,
all that can
Mr.
be,
Vinod
should be
Sharma
raised, but
is on your
Vinod,
side.
please.
He's
Vinod,
praised.
I paid glowing tributes to Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Sir, you have gotten me wrong. You didn't get
sir,
me right.
please, but he doesn't know about the relationship Atalji has. Sir, please, he doesn't know about Atalji. Then I know Atalji better than Vinod at least.
I don't think so. I don't think. I know him for pretty long.
Leave that aside, but issue of
Without
Nihal
being
Chand,
his party person.
Vinod, I know. Sir, I know him much longer than you know him. Please,
Achha.
leave that aside.
So
But
concede
issue
it, sir.
is, as far as Nihal Chand goes, Sir, are we discussing Nihal Chand or are we discussing Sandeep Kumar today? The issue is Sandeep Kumar. And the way
No, we're
it's not
discussing
only
the
Sandeep
standard
Kumar,
of
I
morality
took
that
name of
you
Vinod
apply to
Kumar,
others, but
Somnath
don't
Bharti.
apply to yourself.
Give me a minute, sir.
RP Singh, there is a principle.
speak.
I'll let
You have
speak.
to come
Whom
with
does it
clean
apply
hands.
to?
Let him
You can
respond.
ask
Let him
for
respond,
standard
Shehzad.
Let you know whom does
Let him
all does it
respond,
apply
Shehzad.
to.
Sure.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Singh.
See, that's the, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is, I thought this is a fair debate. And this is the shadow of Aam Aadmi Party who doesn't allow anyone else to speak. Sir, Sharad Chauhan, there's the MLA with Aam Aadmi Party. Their cadre named Soni, the woman in their cadre named Soni, she on record has said she is being harassed for sexual favors. She went to Chief Minister Mr. Kejriwal and said, help me out, sir. On record, it's not me. There's a video on record which you can check. And what do Mr. Kejriwal says? Make a compromise with Mr. Sharad Chauhan. Go and settle with Mr. Sharad Chauhan. However you can settle with Mr. Sharad Chauhan. Lady didn't accept it. She committed suicide. What can be bigger blot than this? Today, Mr. Kejriwal has no moral right to continue in Delhi on only these two accounts of Mr.
Mr. RP Singh, the Prime Minister's wife
Sharad
is on
Chauhan
record saying
and
that she
Sandeep
wants
Kumar.
to live with her husband. She is not getting a passport because of the Prime Minister not acknowledging his marital status. What about the rights of the Prime Minister's wife on the same yardstick of morality?
Prime Minister,
and what about
Prime
Mr.
Minister
Nihal
for the
Chand's
nation,
question on the
Prime
standard of
Minister for the
criminality?
Give me a minute,
You
sir. You are
did not act
comparing
on
two wrong
criminality and
things.
morality,
Then if I have to
and you
compare about
demand
that,
standards
then
that
does
you
that
don't
work
follow
Indira Gandhi's
yourself.
relationship with a lot of many people? Like I can talk about Indira Gandhi's relationship with a lot of many people, and so about
See,
Jawaharlal
this is
Nehru.
the problem.
There's
The
big
problem
fairness to
is-
talk about that. But
the
Prime
problem
Minister
is that you
left
will
his
not
house
follow the
long
standard you
back
preach to
for the
others.
nation, and he came as a whole-time Pracharak. He came as a whole-time Pracharak for the nation, and he's serving nation out of 20 hours, after 24 hours, and we're doing from so many years together. Not like your Babas who goes abroad after some days.
Okay, let me rope in
This is the problem.
Mr.
So
Sanjeev,
don't talk
Mr.
about
Sanjeev
that.
Jha.
And if I give you a list of your Baba,
This is
you'll
the
be- you'll
problem.
don't know what-
Okay, let's
When
get a
you
caller
show
in. Let's
mirror
get a
to
caller
the
in.
BJP,
Let's get
when
a
you
caller
show
in.
mirror to the BJP,
Let's entertain some
the
ceasefire.
BJP does-
Let's
BJP
entertain some
starts fighting
ceasefire a
for
couple of
not the
minutes.
rule
We have a
of
caller.
states.
We have a caller, Amit from Pune. Amit, go ahead.
हाँ, मेरा सवाल संजीव झा से है। झा जी, आप तो चाणक्य की भूमि बिहार से हैं। आप लोग इस राजनीति को नहीं समझ रहे हैं। कहाँ से आप लोग आए थे और अभी कहाँ पहुँच रहे हैं? संदीप कुमार जैसे लोग आप लोग का दलित कार्ड खेल के डरा रहे हैं। आप लोग योगेंद्र यादव और प्रशांत भूषण को निकालने में मिनट नहीं लगाते हैं और संजीव झा की धमकी से आप लोग कर रहे हैं और उसके बदौलत आप लोगों को आरपी सिंह की और शहजाद पूनावाले की बैठ के सुननी पड़ती है। आज आपके पास बोलने के लिए एक अच्छे प्रवक्ता नहीं है। आप लोग को जवाब देते नहीं बन रहा है। आप लोग कॉम्प्रोमाइज किस बात के लिए कर रहे हैं संदीप कुमार?
झा साहब,
नहीं, देखिए हम कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं कर रहे। कॉम्प्रोमाइज करते तो वो मिनिस्टर होते। हमने कहता है, हमने तो हाई मॉरल ग्राउंड पे एक एग्जांपल सेट किया है किसी भी ओहदे की व्यक्ति क्यों ना हो, अगर वो गलत काम करेगा तो इमीडिएटली सैक किया जाएगा, और आधे घंटे के अंदर पीएससी ने डिसीजन लिया और उसको सैक किया गया। अभी मैं आरपी सिंह जी को से जब सवाल किया गया, मेरा ये कहना है कि बिल्कुल सही सवाल था कि आप अपने राघव जी के बारे में बताइए, संजय जोशी के बारे में बताइए, निहाल चंद के बारे में बताइए। मेरा ये कहना है कि यही हाई मोरल ग्राउंड पे एक यार्ड स्टिक होना चाहिए कि अगर कोई व्यक्ति गलत करता है तो उसको सजा मिलनी चाहिए, ताकि कोई दोबारा गलती ना करे। तो हम किसी से डर नहीं रहे। हमने जिन व्यक्तियों ने अगर कोई गलत काम किया, चाहे वो छोटेपुर हो, चाहे वो संदीप कुमार हो, चाहे वो संदीप कुमार हो, शरद चौहान के खिलाफ कोई आरोप नहीं था, कहीं कोई स्टेटमेंट नहीं था। आप लोग केवल एलिगेशन लगाते हैं, कोई फैक्चुअल इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास नहीं होती है।
झा साहब, एक और सवाल जो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा, झा साहब एक सवाल मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा कि आशुतोष ने मीडिया पर भी निशाना साधा। उन्होंने ये कहा कि कुछ मीडिया हाउसेस ने, कुछ चैनल्स ने बगैर ऑथेंटिकेट किए ये वीडियो चला दिया। भाई आपकी पार्टी ने तो बगैर ऑथेंटिकेट किए मिनिस्टर को निकाल दिया, तो ये दोगलापन हुआ कि नहीं?
बिल्कुल। देखिए, मैंने जैसे शुरुआती बातों में अपना कहा कि पार्टी की अपनी एक डिसीजन थी, पीएससी की अपनी एक डिसीजन थी। मुझे लगता है कि आशुतोष जी किसी एक डिबेट की तरफ ले जाना चाहते हैं कि प्राइवेट लाइफ क्या होता है, पब्लिक लाइफ क्या होता है, या जिस तरह से ये चीजें चलाई गई हो सकता है कि कुछ इसके विक्टिम हो जाएं, किसी पे इसका गलत इंपैक्ट पर। शायद ये डिबेट का विषय, सोसाइटी इस पे डिबेट करे, लेकिन पार्टी ने जो डिसीजन लिया वो आपके सामने है। हमारा जो कहना था, डिप्टी सीएम ने आधे घंटे पीएससी की मीटिंग के बाद आकर जनता के सामने, मीडिया के सामने अपनी बातें रखी, और जो बातें रखी
पर सीएम साहब सामने क्यों नहीं आते हैं? झा साहब, सीएम साहब अरविंद केजरीवाल सामने क्यों नहीं आते हैं? इतना बड़ा बवाल मचा, सीएम साहब क्यों नहीं आते हैं? मीडिया से सवाल क्यों नहीं लेते हैं?
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने वीडियो के जरिए सारी बातें बता दी। उन्होंने कहा कि उसने गलत किया है, हम लोग आंदोलन से आए हुए लोग हैं, आंदोलन को धोखा दिया है, उन तमाम लोगों के सेक्रीफाइस को धोखा दिया जिन्होंने सेक्रीफाइस करके इस पार्टी को यहां तक पहुंचाया। मेरा ये कहना है कि ये इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल फेस कर रहे हैं या मनीष सिसोदिया फेस कर रहे हैं। हमारा ये कहना है कि पार्टी का स्टैंड किया था, पार्टी का जो स्टैंड था वो पार्टी ने अपना डिसीजन दिया और आपके सामने है। यही एक यार्ड स्टिक होना चाहिए बाकी सभी पार्टियों के लिए कि अगर किसी पे एलिगेशन है तो हाई मोरल ग्राउंड लेते हुए उसको इस्तीफा देना चाहिए। कल तक आपके पास एग्जाम्पल नहीं था, कल तक सारे पार्टी एक जैसे थे। अब कोई निहाल चंद की बात करे, कोई अभिषेक मनु सिंघवी की बात करेगा। आज आपके पास एग्जाम्पल है कि आम आदमी पार्टी।
Mr. Sanjeev Jha, thank you so much for that clarification. It's time to end this debate. We are running out of time, and at this point in time, I would like to thank all my guests: Shahzad Poonawala, Mr. Vinod Sharma, RP Singh, and Sanjeev Jha. Thank you so much for joining us and sparing time to be on current issues. That is all we have. Keep watching News World India. Thank you.